Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about NIO. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about NIO stock. And if you guys don't know what NIO actually does, NIO is an EV company based out of China. They produce luxury EV cars, and obviously, NIO has definitely gotten a lot of heat over the last year. If we take a look at the one-year chart together, up over 1,400%. Definitely something to definitely be reckoned with. If we take a look at the 3-month chart altogether, it's up 17%. So the stock in itself is doing very, very well. But a good question kind of starts to rise. Is NIO stock worth a buy at $60.10? Is the company going to be able to sustain any long-term growth? And where is the company headed over the next couple of years? So we're going to dive in, and I'm going to do my NIO analysis and basically tell you guys, why I actually think it is a very good idea to buy NIO stock at $60.10. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. So let's get started. So obviously, a lot of people did buy NIO stock when it was super, super cheap, sitting around $3 to $4 to $5, maybe even $10, $15 a share. But to the people who were kind of late to the party, who didn't really know that NIO was going to be an amazing big company, kind of sit there and wonder, is $60 too expensive to buy NIO? Is it too expensive to invest in NIO stock at $60.10? If we're taking a look at it, and I'm not going to sit here and act like $60.10 is not worth a lot of money. $60 is a lot to invest in a stock, so you want to make sure that you're going to be getting a decent return. How much more can the stock actually grow? So let's dive in and kind of look at the statistics here. So we're going to start off by saying, how much is the EV company, or how much is the EV game going to be growing this year alone and over the next couple of years? So if we dive in, everyone knows that the EV market has been expanding like crazy. It's been growing like crazy, and even statistics have shown that the EV market is going to be growing for a very long time. Over the next 5 to 10 years, they do expect the EV market to grow by 50%. And that's not just in China, that's also the United States as well. We definitely see that there's going to be a lot of competition that's starting to rise up as far as the EV game in itself. If we take a look at all the EV companies that have IPO'd this year alone and last year as well, and how much growth a lot of these EV companies sustained in the year of 2020, it's just absolutely incredible to see, how much people are betting on the EV game being absolutely huge. But there's reasons behind that as well. You can't underlook the fact that the world is kind of changing more towards a battery-powered kind of situation. Not only are the cars more efficient, but they're better, they're cheaper, you don't have to worry about putting in gas, and overall, they give you less problems than gasoline-fueled cars, at least from what studies have shown altogether. Now, if we take a look at NIO, we did get a little bit of a dive of kind of the strategy that NIO has definitely been taking as far as marketing strategy and its overall strategy together. So if we take a look, the first thing that NIO is actually doing is taking on a lot more debt, and a lot of people are going to be wondering, why is that a good thing? Why is NIO taking on more debts? Well, to ramp up production, you have to perfect technology and kind of the stuff that you've been working on. You have to up production, and you definitely have to start putting more capital to expand and build more vehicles. So NIO taking on more debt was actually a very brilliant idea that a lot of people were definitely bullish on NIO all about. If we take a look at it, companies do have to take on debt if they want to continue expanding, if they definitely want to continue to grow. It's just part of the process. Every company does this, whether by selling more shares or kind of just getting a loan from a bank or kind of like a big time hedge fund investing kind of situation where they'll sell stocks at a discounted price, also known as a stock offering. But there's also more things that kind of make me more bullish on NIO. In fact, and it's Wall Street analysts are getting more bullish on NIO. And what do I mean by this altogether? So if we take a look at the analyst ratings on NIO stock from JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Deutsche Bank, and all these big time investors, all of them do have pretty high NIO ratings. The highest one currently sitting at $100, and there's a couple of them that sit at $80. I know JP Morgan has a $75 analyst rating on NIO, and it's also rated a buy. Martin Huang from Nomura also put $80 price target for NIO stock. So these big time analysts are super, super bullish on NIO, and that's a very good thing. We also got NIO Day at the beginning of the year of 2021. Basically, NIO is showing us kind of the strategy it's going to be taking. They're dropping a brand new sedan. If you guys didn't know, NIO only currently sells electric SUVs. So a sedan hitting the market is definitely going to drive up sales, and it's definitely going to drive up a lot more of clientele. We got to look up at the self-driving technology, kind of the self-autonomous driving technology, how they plan on rolling into a robo-taxi delivery service, and really trying to perfect the autopilot system. Now, this is kind of the race for the EV game right now. A lot of people are trying to perfect the self-autonomous driving technology. It's definitely going to be beneficial to the fact that this is definitely going to put a lot of these EV companies up top, depending on which company can actually perfect it first. But we also got to dive in on NIO, a bigger and better battery, how NIO's battery is going to be able not only charge faster, but it's also going to be able to offer a bigger and better range, which is always a very good sign when you're investing in an electric vehicle. Now, if we dive in, and to me, this is probably the most innovating thing that NIO is doing, is the battery swap station. Essentially, they're going to put up battery swap stations all around China, and essentially what they're going to do is, if you're in a NIO vehicle, you can stop by one of these battery swap stations, swap out your battery in just under 3 minutes, and continue on your way with a fully charged battery. So not only is it a very, very brilliant idea, but I also think it's very, very innovative as well. And if we dive in a little bit deeper and kind of the strategy that NIO has kind of been taking to continue to expand, NIO having plans to expand this year into Europe is also a very good sign. Obviously, XPeng did make the first move as a Chinese EV company to start selling cars in a different territory, in a different country as well. But I'm pretty sure NIO is following suit sure hereafter. Rumors also say that NIO is also going to be trying to heading to the United States, which is a very good sign as well. If NIO can make it to the United States, it's definitely going to be a game changer for the stock price, for the stock itself, and for the overall company. Definitely going to be driving up a lot more clientele, but I do think that that's a little bit far away. I do think NIO needs to focus more on capturing the remaining market in China as we speak. There's only 4% of the market that's actually been captured in China, and analysts are expecting that the market is going to be growing a lot more over the next 5 to 10 years, expecting a lot of these EV car sales to increase by over 50% over the next 10 years. So NIO definitely has a lot of room to cover, definitely a lot of growth to be happened with, and definitely NIO is going to be growing for a lot. But if we take a look at the biggest factor, and in my opinion, this is probably the biggest piece of evidence, is profitability for NIO and how their sales are slowly starting to increase. So if you guys didn't know, NIO actually operates at a loss. A lot of people don't really understand the mindset behind what it actually means to operate at a loss. So NIO doesn't make any profit as far as selling their cars and of them actually running as a company. A good example is Tesla. For example, Tesla didn't see any profit for about 15 years. So there's a lot of companies out there like Uber, Lyft, Tesla for a long time, NIO, that operate at a loss altogether. But NIO is getting very, very close to profitability. Even the CEO coming out and saying that NIO is going to hit profitability way quicker than Tesla said. This is also another bullish sign that's definitely going to take NIO stock to the next level as well. But taking a look at their August, September, October, November, December, and January deliveries, NIO's deliveries are consistently going up, which means a lot more people are noticing NIO and a lot more people are buying NIO's cars. So if they can continue this consistent sales increase month after month after month, it's definitely going to look very, very good for the company altogether, and it's definitely going to put NIO stock a lot higher. So this obviously leads me to my overall NIO stock price prediction. Where do I think NIO stock is going to be headed over the next couple of years? I am almost positive, although I can't say with a guarantee, I'm almost positive that NIO stock is going to hit $100 by the end of the year. I do think NIO does have the potential, and the amount of growth that NIO is actually sustaining altogether, I do think that NIO stock is worth the investment at $60.10. I do think the company does have a bright future ahead of itself. But I also want people to know that NIO is kind of going to be a buy, long-term kind of play. It's not a stock that's going to hit $100 overnight. Buy it, hold it, because this company is definitely worth the investment altogether. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. Do you guys think NIO stock is worth a buy at $60.10? If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own, and what's your average?